Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Up Close with Lawrence. This is like the season 2. Well, the last vlog, the quarantine vlog, that's kind of like the season 2 because it was April 20 something that I recorded it. So anyway, that was what, 2 weeks ago.
Should I pretend I'm driving?
Yeah, because usually we start the vlog with him driving and of course with me in the passenger side and going somewhere, and we totally miss the outdoors. We totally miss camping. We love outdoors. We love camping. We're not much of a hiker. Anyway, so 2 weeks has passed since the last vlog. And if you guys don't know who I am or who we are, my name is Lawrence Lacandula. I am a part-time vlogger and an unemployed ophthalmic technician. And here's my fiancé. Who are you, sweetheart?
Who am I? My name is Dwayne.
Dwayne! Just something is there. Oh, hold on. There you go. Yeah. So today's vlog, we just want to walk you through wedding preparations, on how easy it is, how difficult it is, the process, and things like this. So for those people who don't know us, we met in
2006.
In 2006, and so so 2006. That's pre dating apps. Yeah, pre dating apps. So we met online still. It's a website called gay.com. There's like a chat room there, and then that's how we met. We actually met 2006. And we've been living together for how long now?
I think since 2009.
2009.
What?
2009.
On and off,
So
yeah.
11?
Yeah.
11 years. You have to explain to them what you mean by on and off, because they might think that we actually parted and then
Well, we were dating. Of course, we were living in separate places.
we were basically sleeping with the neighbor.
Well, no, but before you were still downtown,
Oh yeah,
and I was in the apartment in Fleetwood,
that's right.
and then.
And if you live in downtown and you don't have a car, so downtown Vancouver, going to Fleetwood is like going on an outing. It's gonna be quite like a far away drive.
It's 40 kilometers away.
Yeah,
And then you moved and bought the apartment in Surrey,
that's right.
and I was still living in Fleetwood.
That's right.
So we were 8 kilometers away. And then I moved out of that apartment and moved in with you while the townhouse was being built.
That's right.
And so I think we lived together for about a year. And then I moved,
You moved
out into the townhouse, which was literally next door to his apartment.
Yeah.
And then we were living
Like weekends, I go to your place, and that went on for maybe a year and a bit, something like that.
And then you moved out of your apartment, moved in with me full time, and then the plan was so you could rent your apartment.
That's right.
So
Yeah, and then so from then on, we actually moved to like a newer townhouse. 5 years ago?
5 years ago.
This
we moved.
September.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've moved several times now. Yeah. So anyway, back in November, so we've been living together for quite a while, like more than a decade at least. And so in British Columbia, you don't really need to be married legally to have the benefits of a married couple. So we have this law called common law. Yeah, so it's like being legally married but you're not, kind of thing, right? There are no
Yes.
papers. Yeah. And then back in November, he sent me a link of a gay wedding show in Vancouver, a small gay wedding show. And so I was like, okay. So on our way there, I was like asking him, so why are we going to this gay wedding show?
Just for a Sunday outing or a Saturday outing.
And so we kind of asked one another if we want to get married.
After 14 years.
And we both agreed on yes, it's time for us to get married. And so anyway, we went, and I'll be showing the pictures of that gay wedding show here. And so it was our first time really to be in a wedding show, like ever, be it straight or gay wedding show. It was both our first time. So we're quite surprised and really shocked about on how detailed it is, like companies and things like this and what have you, right? And going around to the show, we actually met a friend, especially Dwayne's friend from his NGO group, IPAMA, Lauren Kirky. Is it Lauren Kirky?
Yeah,
Right? Lauren Kirky, which would be our officiant. So she works for this company who does officiating weddings.
The company is Young, Hip, and Married.
That's right, Young, Hip, and Married, and they're supposed to be really good. And so that was November. And then fast forward a few months after, few weeks after, around December, like mid-December. So I thought of just, why not buy something, like why not buy a ring? Not for, I guess, I don't even know what I was actually thinking, but I ended up convincing him to come with me to the mall for the reason of us just wanting to know the size of our finger for our rings. So we did that. And then, of course, the sales lady started, showing things up and like what have you. So we ended up trying things, and then, so again, I asked the question again, so what are we doing? So there was no actual proposal. There was nothing like that. But so we both just wanted to step the level up.
We probably make a longer decision making dinner. Where we want to go out for dinner. There's probably more thought.
That's true. That is so true. That is so true. So anyhow, that evening, no, we didn't buy anything that evening. No, we had to go back, right?
No.
Did we?
We did that night.
See? So we
just went to a different store.
That's right.
We went from People's, but she was a little bit too pushy and wanted us to buy right then and wanted us to spend, she was kind of pushing you to get a flashier ring.
But then we went to Arctic Canadian Diamonds and we met Jessica. Oh my God, Jessica is such a darling. I'm missing her already. Hi Jessica, if you're watching. So anyway, so we got good deals on our rings. So we didn't have any engagement rings. And so after that, so here comes now the real thing. So we need to have a budget. So the first thing is we need to have a budget.
And we had to decide when we wanted to get married.
And where. Right?
Yeah.
And how big, how small, how intimate. So obviously, my family is not here. Dwayne's family isn't actually from this side of the country. So we just wanted to have like an intimate wedding. Intimate meaning from around 30 guests, it became 50. And then
70.
Around 70 guests. So we had to, I went to weddingwire.ca, I believe.
Which is a wedding app that allows you to basically plan
your wedding. All of the vendors are there. Well, most of the vendors, not all, but a lot of vendors are there for you, for like photographer, venues, caterings, anything.
It's an app that allows you to count down your wedding.
Yes.
So every day you can go into your app and it'll say 131 days till your wedding day, and then continues to give you emails of, have you picked out flowers and have you done all this?
Yeah.
Because it's basically a online wedding. What is that person?
It's a website. It's a service. It's a free service. So out of hundreds of venues, we narrowed it to 4. I'll be showing pictures of those. So the first venue that we went to was the Vancouver Yacht Club in Stanley Park. It's a very nice, like the how can I say that? The venue itself is not really that nice because
it's like 100 plus years old, so it's a little dated inside, but the backdrop on the patio, you have the
downtown skyline.
The downtown
Yeah.
skyline.
Yeah.
So it's very beautiful.
It's beautiful. And for the size of our party, and for our budget, we can only afford the smaller room of the 2, which is a trophy room. So a trophy room, like the name suggests, there are gonna be lots of trophies there and plaques and things like this. And I just don't find that nice for the wedding, So that was the first one. The second one,
But because we decided that, obviously, with our officiant, we're going to have the wedding ceremony and the wedding reception at the same place. So
that's right.
We're not having to commute back and forth, and it's all going to be all in one venue.
In one venue, and that's another thing there, right? Is the space, I think, because in some venues, let's say in that venue, yes, you'll be renting, let's say, a room, but if you want to have the wedding on, let's say, another part of the venue, you have to rent that again. There's a cost on top of it.
There's a cost because they'll put up either a tent and chairs and
So the next venue, I'll be posting, of course, in the photo as well, is the Beach Grove Golf Club in Tawasan in Delta. Beautiful golf course, beautiful rooms.
A little too far out from where we live.
Correct.
But we've been by it several times because on the weekends, if we take the dog out and go to Centennial Beach, it's right there. But it's way out in the middle of nowhere.
So that's another thing that you have to consider when you're planning a venue for your wedding, is that if it's too far out from where you live, then you would need to stay in a hotel. That's an added cost to you, to your guest, things like this. And plus that one also,
because if we by chance forgot something the day of, guess who's going to be running back to get it from the house?
And then the wedding venue, I mean the parties, of course, going to be in a room, which is very nice,
beautiful.
But the wedding venue is going to be by in front of the main entrance, and then close to a parking lot, right? Parking lot. And then they say that during summertime, because the wedding is going to be in summer, we're going to go back to that date. It's going to be during summertime, there's going to be full bloom of flowers and foliage that you won't be able to see the cars.
Which I believe that.
Yeah. So the third one,
Executive Hotel in Burnaby.
In Burnaby. So we chose this because we spent Christmas there for their dinner buffet, and it was pretty good. The food was pretty delicious. It's very good. But the rooms, though, I mean the venue itself, it's kind of dated.
Low ceiling, a little dark. And then, of course, there's a
gazebo,
but it's basically literally out beside the pool, and
a little bit elevated by the parking lot.
And it's elevated by the parking lot.
Yeah.
So to me, it wasn't very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. And budget wise, it's not bad actually. That location isn't bad. The Beach Grove Golf Club is a little bit pricier. It's a bit pricier. And so the fourth one, the last one, is the Langley Golf Course and Banquet Center in Langley. So the closest
Which
amongst the
is
four to where we live.
15-minute drive from our house.
And plus, we know the service because August of last year, that's where Dwayne had his 50th birthday surprise party, and it's also in one of the vlog. And so that's how we ended up choosing that, you know. They also gave us a good deal, and the big plus factor of it is that Lucy can actually be in the wedding. Oh, I cannot wait. Yes, Lucy is going to be part of the wedding. Yes. After that, we went to another wedding show in the Sheraton area, Sheraton Hotel. Yeah, and that's how we found. You know, the world is such a small place. We found our decorator there, which happens to be Dwayne's or Taylor's, which is
My daughter.
yeah,
So Taylor used to play baseball, softball,
and she's one of her
Tracy
coach.
was one of her coaches.
Yeah, so she gave us a deal as well.
Tracy
and then
and Roz from Making Memories.
Making Memories, yes, Making Memories is the name of the company. And then we also found our florist.
Which is just around the corner from
It's called
where we live
Glorious,
here.
I believe it's Glorious.
Yeah, Glorious
I'm gonna
Flowers.
put the link on the description. And what else we had?
And then we also did find our DJ.
Oh yes, our DJ. Yes, DJ Dawn through
She was the DJ of
the
wedding show.
program. That's right, of the program.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. So it's actually worth going. Check out all of those wedding shows if you're planning a wedding, be it gay wedding, straight wedding, what kind of a wedding it is. It doesn't really matter. A wedding show is a wedding show. You'll get lots of informations, good and I think better deals too.
I think
Because they have some better deals. Yeah.
You get on a mailing list. They're always kind of sending us emails on, promotions. So
That's right.
we found
So-
that there was not a lot of those suppliers there, or vendors really were. I mean, the whole wedding show was really catered to, a man and a wife, a husband and wife, a straight couple
Yeah.
marriage.
Well, but no, I mean, what I'm going to say is that yes, there's not a lot of focus on same-sex couple, but when you talk to vendors, they're very open. They're very open to whatever you need. Of course, it's a business,
Yeah.
right? I know you've heard about some other business, like a business somewhere in Mexico, wherein they were turned down because they were same-sex couple. Like we weren't able to. We did not experience any sort of, how do you call that, discrimination, if I can use
None.
that word. Nothing. Yeah. So Dwayne's parents, he's lucky that his parents, Diane and Glenn, and Uncle Judy and Ed Rose, are in Victoria, or were in Victoria. They were snowboarding in Victoria, so we get the chance to visit them.
So we got the wedding invitations, and that was probably in January. And then we had arranged to go over to Victoria to visit my parents and my aunt and uncle. So Lawrence, myself, and my daughter Taylor, we went over to the Victoria for the weekend and hand delivered the invitation to them and let them know that our plan was that we were gonna tie the knot for this year. So that
Tie the knot. So coming back from that trip, we actually went straight from the ferry all the way to Langley Banquet Center for another wedding show. And because at that time we didn't have any cake vendor yet, right? And then we tried 2 or 3 cake vendors. So we actually found one. The name of the company is Lyra Lou. Now we haven't ordered our cake, but we know that we're going to Lyra Lou for our cakes. And then right after, we went to a tasting of. So when you are planning a wedding, most or some venues would offer tasting.
Yeah.
Tasting.
The decorators basically decorated
DJs.
Every table with a different theme.
Yeah.
Chair covers, corresponding table runners.
It's gonna be in the video. I'll
centerpieces.
show it. Yeah.
And then you get a tasting from appetizers all the way to desserts.
Desserts. It's like attending a wedding. It's like attending a party.
It was a weeknight, and it was great.
It was great, and we didn't have to pay anything for that because we're actually customers of the venue. But for people who are not customers, they had to pay a minimum amount of
$25.
No. It's between 50 to 100. Yeah, like something like $50. I think $50 or $100. No, yeah. So that trip, that Victoria trip of ours, we didn't know would be our last trip. Because of course, as all of you know, we have this pandemic. And because of this, the original date of our wedding is going to be this July 2020. And because of the pandemic, we have to move it to July of next year. Right, so summer of next year.
By this time, all of our invitations have been mailed out.
Correct.
And we have most RSVPs back.
Most people have RSVP'd, and we're not gonna be sending out another invitation. We just don't have the budget for that. Number one, I'm actually unemployed right now, like I just said. And I mean, with emails and social media and things like that, it's very easy to know whether if someone would be able to attend or not, right? Yeah.
And the thing is with the venue is the same.
It's just the date
that's
gonna be different. The venue and the time will be the same.
Yeah.
So it is not. And to going back to the budget. So yes, the budget has. We ended up not really following the budget, so we have to add several thousands of dollars on top of that. Just because the more guests you invite, the higher the cost is gonna be, right? And this is not even really.
And it's all the details too. It's like once you're starting to plan, I mean, you have definitely your meal. I mean, the two big things are the officiant and the venue. And then you've got some flowers. You've got the rings, of course, that is rolled into that.
Because in the beginning,
a DJ.
In the beginning, my plan was not even to hire any decorator or to hire a DJ. Of course, you need to have a venue. But then we were thinking about, this is gonna happen only once.
A photographer.
A photographer, even, right? I didn't know photographer.
Photographer is one of the big ticket items.
Yeah, we're lucky though. You know what? We're so lucky still though, because our photographer we've known for several years now, so we got a good deal, and we still have to have our engagement photos. Of course, it's not happening right now because. We both need a haircut. Well, more me than him, because he can do his own haircut with just the razors like this. I can't, So that's gonna happen maybe next year now.
Versus
because
prime time Saturday.
It's also because when we first set the first date, we got engaged in November and it's summer, so we only had less than like 7 months or so to prepare. So most of the dates are all booked. That's why we ended up being on a Sunday, right? Now, moving forward to another year, we have to, it's not that we have to, but we both decided to still hold it on a Sunday just because our rates in all of our vendors are for Sunday rates.
Correct.
And we just don't want to up the dollars again because it's quite a bit already, I think, you know. So yeah, it is. I can say that it's not that stressful, but yes, there's some stress to it. Are we upset about postponing it? I can only speak for myself, and yeah, I am upset about postponing it because mentally you've prepared yourself that it's gonna happen this summer, but of course, this is beyond our control. This is beyond anyone's control. What's happening? So you have to be reasonable and yeah, just move it to another year, you know. And also, we're thankful to our friends, especially the organizer of our postponed shower as well. We're supposed to have a shower
In March. Yeah.
and this past was organized by my ex. We call each other ex, but we're not really ex. So
Yumi and
Yumi, Sarah, you know. In fact, Yumi, who has a sideline business of cookies, I think she has so much cookie dough or something that was supposed to be given away for during
A shower.
the shower. She bought decorations at Amazon. She has games planned, everything. And I got really touched when she told me about it because I never thought we got our first gift right here. My coworkers gave it to me on our last day, and I said, I'm not gonna open this. Hopefully that's not perishable. Because I don't know, I even peek, but I don't think so. It's just they're collecting dust right now, but no, we're gonna open that whenever that wedding shower is gonna be, right? So hopefully this video, my gosh, it's running on around half an hour now, so I don't know. Hopefully this video can sort of give you an idea on how to plan a wedding. Hopefully it gave you some insight on our history because probably for some viewers, if you've been with us, following my vlog for a year now, thank you so much and hello. We're actually aiming for our 400 subscriber. I think I'm 300, I don't even know, 354, something like that now. Yeah. So thank you. So anyway, thank you again. Thank you. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the notification bell. Till my next vlog. Be kind to yourself.
And each other.
Be kind to one another. And during this pandemic, be kind to your mental health. It's okay to be upset. You know, we're all humans. Goodbye. Love you.